All right, all right, all right, all right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. This is your boy Mark with a C Blake, your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing week thus far, an amazing week. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for stopping by. I want to thank every single one of you for stopping by this week, especially for those of you who are joining us from YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not yet a subscriber, we do suggest that you go ahead and do that. And if it is that you get some value from what you are about to learn today, please do also hit that like button. It does help to push us into the algorithm. This information is not information that a lot of people want, but a lot of people need. Why do they not want it? Because people inherently do not like taking risk. As much as they say they want to make money and they want to do this, that, and the other thing, they simply do not like to take risks, all right, in general. But, we can manage risk to the best of our ability if we understand it. So we have to start with understanding. We have to start with the knowledge. We have to start from a place of ignorance to say we need to learn. And therefore, guys, I want to share with you today what I have learned over the last 6 years, teaching and doing all of what we're going to be doing this morning. All right. We are operating in the largest financial markets in the world. That is the foreign exchange market. Over $7 trillion are being exchanged on a daily basis, trumping the stock market. Yes, we see what's going on in crypto, and what you're going to learn here, which is technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and sentimental analysis, will all help you to analyze any different security, whether it is Forex, whether it is stocks, whether it is crypto, whether it is precious metals, whether it's whole indices, commodities, it really doesn't matter. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because we're about to dive in. All right. To my students on the call, welcome, 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 guys. If you all can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Drop a 111 in the chat. We're going to get started right now. The book that we're reading right now is High Probability Trading. Amazing, amazing information. We do that every single morning for about 15 minutes. You guys would be surprised to know how many books you can read if you take an inch at a time, a page at a time, a chapter at a time, in short bursts. You can actually read an entire book in no time, guys. And we've been through a number of books, not just on trading, but on life in general. And life kind of is trading, and you guys will find that out. Trading is life. It reflects a lot about the things that you go through in your life. It teaches you a lot about yourself. All right. I got you, Paul. I see you 111s. I see you, Miller. I see you, Linda. I see you, Hilly Hale. All right. I see you, Carlene. I got you guys. See you ones. I see you ones. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the session. All right, let's get started. By the way, guys, profits after dark. This trade idea, I hope you guys set the limit orders on this level because it absolutely respected and took off. All right. The closing came at 1:00 a.m. I know you guys weren't up for that. So not sure if you guys set those limits as I had said, but it is up already. All right. It's up almost 9% and pushing. 9 pips and pushing. All right, let's dive into profits before sunrise. First things first, guys, what we typically do here on profits before sunrise is to follow a strategy, right? And our strategy helps us to identify high probability trade ideas. All right, our strategies help us to find high probability trade ideas. Somebody might say, Mark, what's your edge? See, I believe our edge is our ability to follow the plan. It's our ability to stay consistent. It's our ability to follow your trading plan. And our trading plan looks at the fundamentals, the very first thing, so we know what we're dealing with for the day. So we're looking at forexfactory.com. It's now 7:30. It's now 5:13 a.m. The next news coming up is 7:30 a.m. And as we spoke about on Monday, guys, today is going to be a high news day, heavy news day, especially for USD CAD. USD CPI is a major move in the market. You guys on YouTube are really fortunate to be getting this today. This is going to be an amazing move. Just go check it out in the market. Look at USD and see how she moves, along with CAD at 8:45 a.m. Overnight rate is going to hit. The market's going to go bananas this morning. Trust me when I tell you. Just go check it out. And you'll see that the fundamentals have a great impact on the market. And if you know how to trade with it, it can be very beneficial. Some people say stay out the market. Hey, I say if you're a beginner and you're a novice and you're just learning, I would suggest the same. Even for the most advanced people, I would say stay out the market in news times. But if you have a strategy that you've back tested, if you have a strategy that you have seen play out time after time, doing the test of time, then apply your strategies carefully, guys. All right, be consistent. So I'm looking at 7:30 a.m. at the first news event today. It should not affect us because we're going to dive into the market right now. The next important thing is the currency strength meter and what are the strengths for the different currencies that we're going to be trading today. So we're going to start off with the regular currency pairs that we look at: EURJPY, EURUSD, USDJPY, AUDJPY, AUDUSD. All right, and we may look at GBPJPY, but I don't really see any sense in doing that right now because it's in heavy momentum, and unless you're about to catch the momentum before it starts, it's kind of going to take forever to come back before the end of this session. We only are here for 1 hour, so we have to operate with precision and quickly. All right. So EURJPY, euro is stronger than the Japanese yen. If the first currency is stronger than the second currency, then we're going up in the market. All right. So right now, I'm going to label EURJPY as bullish. Bullish just simply means you're buying, you're going up. USDJPY similarly going up by only 2 bars. EURUSD also going up by only 2 bars strong. All right. So we have bullish momentum on EURJPY, EURUSD, USDJPY. AUDUSD is showing slight bit of bearish pressure here as USD is 1 bar stronger than AUD, but we'll check that out when we get on the chart. AUD also has a red arrow, which indicates that it's losing strength. AUDJPY, 1 bar strong, but again, AUD is losing strength. So AUD and JPY could be in a consolidated state. Guys, we have not looked at the market yet, but we will know that when we get there. GBPJPY finally is pushing up. So that's green. So let's see what we have in store there. All right. Now we're going to swing on over to TradingView. TradingView, ladies and gentlemen, is a free platform that you can use to analyze almost any different underlying asset. All right. We love it because it's a very clear-cut and easy, very interactive way of analyzing the market. So let's start off first and foremost looking at the DXY. That's the dollar index. And I can see that it is pushing down right now. I'm going to go on a higher time frame. And I can see that she's still pushing down. Okay, awesome. We have predicted this reaction from the upside down, and that's exactly what she's doing right now. So let's see if EURUSD is going to continue to push up along with EURJPY. We're in an uptrend right now, and we may continue in that uptrend for quite some time. The only fear I have here, and I should not say fear, the only concern I have here is that price could get to this level and get rejected. Okay, and if it does that, no problem. Okay, we're just gonna see how further it's gonna go down until it starts to go back up again. And there is a strategy for that too. All right, so we wait patiently to see what will transpire at this level. It has a couple more pips to go before we get there. But until then, let's drop down to the 5-minute time frame and see how she's doing. All right, so we got this major drop off. We came back, respected this area and dropped, but we broke through it. So let's start analyzing to see if we could potentially get an opportunity to get in on this big, massive movement to the upside. All right. So look at what we are looking at here. And for those of you who are new, who may not really understand what's going on, no problem. We have a mentorship program called Beyond the Charts, where we dive into this with you on a one-on-one basis, ensuring you understand everything, right? So these candlesticks, which is what they're called, they're actually telling you a story as to how price is moving over time, okay? Time is down here and price is over here, okay? And the red candles indicate that the price is going down over time, and the green candles indicate that they're going up over time, okay? So what we want to do now is we want to identify what is known as an uptrend and a downtrend. Well, we're in an uptrend right now, as you can see. Now, I need to find out if this uptrend will continue, and if it will, where will it continue to? See, you're going to have two main parts of an uptrend and a downtrend, two main parts. You have what is known as the impulse, and then you have what is known as the pullback. All right? So the impulse is going up and the pullback is coming back down. Okay? Right now we're on a pullback, and in order for us to get in a move, we need to catch the impulse, which could be coming up in the next minute or so. Why? Because we've identified an area of what we call a support right here. See, this is the last area that went down before it went up. So this area here is the support area, and up here is the resistance area. And you can see price made its way right back on down. Time now is 5:20, so we could potentially be getting ready for a push back up. Now, in order for us to drill into that, I'm going to go on my 1-minute time frame as well, so I can identify that movement on a 1-minute level. As you guys can see, she's moving now. For those of you who already understand the strategy, go ahead and get ready for this move. If it's not already too late, right? We have already touched 30 and we're pushing up, but get ready for that move, guys, for the 58-second. It's at 44 seconds right now, 45 I'm counting. Let's see if we're going to get the push up from here for EURJPY. And wait for your convincing candle, of course, as you know. All right, I'm going to go through. Did not get the convincing. It's red and pushing down. That's indicating selling pressure, as you guys can see. So she's pushing past that floor. Doesn't mean that she's going to break below the floor. This candle could still turn around and continue to go up. But should she break through, all we have to do is simply look for the next level. That would be the next level right there that she could test. All right. So we'll just wait and see if that's what it's going to be. All right. So I'm set up and ready. This is kind of looking like a head and shoulder pattern on the 1 minute. That looks interesting. All right. So I'm going to reset my 3 minutes here. Just reset my 3 minutes. 58-second is coming up in 3, 2, 1. That's the 58-second. Let's see if she's going to continue pushing up from here or she's going to push down. If she does, no problem. We'll wait until she gets to the next level, and then we'll take her up from there. No matter of fact, the 5 minute is still pointing down, but let's just see if she's going to shoot up, or let's just see what she's going to do. Let me go on to EURUSD and analyze that real quick. while we have the time. I may have to double up, guys, so bear that in mind. All right, I got my double up set. All right, Euro USD, let's see. What are you doing for me? Let me go ahead and delete everything here. All right. All right, so Euro USD, how do you look? Well, we had considered Euro USD to be buying, and again, guys, as you can see, she's buying. Let's zoom out a little so we can get a bigger picture as to what was going on, though. So we had this massive sell-off from up here, and then the market just kind of went into this consolidated state, moving sideways. So you have three different situations in the market. I should say situation, three different characteristics of the market. You can either be uptrending, you can be downtrending, or you could be moving sideways. All right, so we are moved. This is not a downtrend, by the way, guys. This big drop is not a downtrend. This is a big move to the downside, but it's not trending down. It's just a big drop. This was moving up. This was a trend up. You had a push, a pullback, a push, a pullback, a push, and it started to move sideways up top before the drop. This is an uptrend. This is not. It's just a move to the downside, okay? Now we started to consolidate. We're moving sideways, which just simply means that there is a level of resistance and support that the market is respecting and bouncing around in. Sideways. Okay? So it's moving sideways in that area. And then what you want to see is, you want to see how she's reacting now out of that level. All right, guys, let's swing back over to EURJPY because we are pushing up now, like massively pushing up. I really hope she doesn't pull back on us. So the EURJPY, your entry was right here on this candle, right? That was at 521. This is 1 minute, this is 2 minutes, this is 3 minutes, and we have 7 seconds left. Wow. We have 7 seconds left right before we clear. Oh gosh, it didn't give it to me, guys. Wow, look at the big gap. That was messed up. We were in profit the whole time. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold up. Right here. Wait, hold up. This is 520. 1, 2, 3. How did that happen? Did you guys clear on your side? Susan cleared, Linda cleared. What just happened with mine? That is weird. I was in heavy profits. All right, we'll discuss that later. You guys cleared, all right. Susan cleared, Linda cleared, Betty cleared. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Paul said he broke even. All right, no problem, no problem. All right, guys, so we would have entered, cleared. All right, Dr. Armand, wonderful. So the team cleared, wonderful. I did not clear. It's just really weird to me right now. I'll have to go analyze that later. I have a conversation with them because that's weird. But anyways, you can see here, this is the convincing candle that we entered on. The market started the new 5-minute candle here. I'll break this entry down for those of you who may not understand what just happened. All my students cleared over there, and I'll show you why. The market started here. We're expecting a push up, but we said, you know what? We're going to wait until we have a convincing candle. Well, what's a convincing candle? A candle showing us that there is some bullish pressure to the upside. So we got that with this candlestick here. So you guys know we went over candlesticks quite recently on Friday, right? This is what kind of a candlestick, guys? Dropped in the chat. I don't need I don't need the name of the candlestick. It's not important. You can call it whatever you want, but understand what's happening with this candlestick. If you understand the anatomy of the candle and what's really happening behind why the candle is the way it's looking, then you'll understand this is actually a 3 candlestick pattern. This is a 3 candlestick pattern but I'm just looking at this one right here. Right. Sorry, guys. Right. So it's a bullish candle, yes, but more importantly, it is showing what? Strong bullish strength. All right, strong bullish strength. That's it, Carlene. Strong bullish strength. So it's showing that price pushed down, but then the buyers came in, the bulls came in and rushed it right back up. And then it closed in the top third of that candlestick range. All right. So that's showing me bullish pressure. This is where we got in. Second candle, first candle, this is the first minute, 522. Second candle, 523. Third candle, 524. That, my friends, is your trade closing out right here. Okay, so the distance between where you entered and where you closed is what allowed you to clear. Now, I don't know what happened, what transpired with my broker, but I literally entered exactly on that, but they were actually giving me different candlesticks, guys, like different prices. It's weird. It's weird. And I could have doubled up, but I didn't need to because I was in profit. That's one for the books. Anyway, you guys was able to clear. Absolutely fantastic. And for those of you who are Susan, you cleared too. I don't get it, but hey, whatever. Let's dive right back in. Let's dive right back in. So you can see the reaction, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing that I did not get to do here is to draw the arrow to indicate or move. But I spoke about it. We talked through it. So you guys, of course, my students would have known what to do, but those of you who are watching on YouTube, maybe not. So let me be a little bit more clear with the next opportunity if we do get one. We needed to have been moving up. I did say that, right? We're bullish. So we are anticipating a movement to the upside. So we identified our trade idea. Yeah. We made our prediction, which is that price is going to potentially come on right back down to the floor of this move. And then we made the decision to enter into the trade for that buy heading up. And we executed it perfectly. Why? Because on the first 1 minute candle, we still were heading down. We still had selling pressure, so we did not go in for the first minute. The second minute, we got the bullish pressure. The convincing candle was ripe. We entered the trade on the 58th second. We got in and we ride it out for 3 minutes. We rode it out for 3 minutes and we cleared. All right. And as you guys can see, the prediction was accurate. We were right and on point. So let me just give you a bonus, a little freebie. Where would the next opportunity come from? Well, let's put it behind this one since this one already played out. The next one would come from breaking this area, retesting it, and pushing up. So you would be waiting for the next move right here. Okay? So there are a couple of ways that you can enter the trade. You can enter the trade after you've broken a structural high, or you can enter the trade when you retest a structural low. That's what we did here. We didn't do a break and retest on this move, guys. We did a retest of the structural low. This is a double bottom that we entered on. Yeah? This is a double bottom. So that's EURJPY giving us our money. Unfortunately, I didn't get any. Sorry, guys. Struggling with a little cough here. All right, but you guys cleared. I'm super grateful for y'all. That could have been 1% growth, 2% growth, 3% growth. Hey, could have been 10% growth, right? If you're trading with some folks. But let's move on to EURUSD and see what's going on there. So the last structural high would have been right here. And we broke out of it. We retested it. And we consolidated in it. and then we broke out. Somebody just said, Mark, how are you able to find these structural highs so well? I'll tell you, there is a method to the madness. Well, I trained my eyes with a tool. Well, you can help to train your eyes with a tool called the zigzag tool. It's a freebie. All right. Write that down, guys. The zigzag indicator can help you to find those key areas that you need to put in your analysis, right? I don't need the indicator because I can tell you where the structural highs and lows are. But the indicator is there to assist you in finding those key areas of support and resistance. So the last area of resistance was right here. The last area of support was right there. So we left the support, broke through the resistance, created yet another resistance up here at the higher high, came back down, retested this, and then pushed up. That's the move that you could have caught if it had aligned with our strategy. It didn't, and I'll tell you why. See, the RSI is the next key thing that we use in our strategy to identify when it's time to buy and when it's time to sell. See, at no point did I get my yellow line here, my RSI line going oversold. So I would not have taken this trade idea. Massive move to the upside, but it matters not because it did not fulfill my trading system requirements. I have requirements. See, I have standards, and my standards are high, guys. It's really high. See, I want high results. I want a high probability trade. So I have to go with a high standard. And if it doesn't meet that standard, then I can't get a high probability trade, right? It only makes sense. So we're looking for next opportunity on Euro USD to continue moving, and we could break above, retest, keep going, or we can give a structural retest to the low or to the support area and keep it moving. Neither of which is happening right now, so we keep it moving to the next pair. USDJPY. Why? Because we just like it. All right, we like it. The last structural low I'm seeing is right here. Time now is 5:35. We just missed an opportunity just because I spent too much time on Euro USD. But we had an opportunity here where price came back down to the structural high. You can see the nice S pattern here. The nice S pattern here. I love this wave. I love this wave. I love to see this wave, guys. See this wave? All right. I love to see that pattern. Once I see that, I'm in love. All right, this was a nice move to the upside, got there a bit late, but let me walk you through it. USDJPY, you would drop down to the 1 minute time frame, and you'll be looking for the new 5-minute candle, which is at 5:30. You guys know how I feel about the 30th minute. You guys know how I feel about that, right? So that was the 30. That was the 30. Big bullish convincing candle. RSI is oversold, sorry, on the 5-minute and the 1 minute. And the entry would have come on the closing of that candle. 1, 2, 3, you would have cleared that already. All right. So you'd have been done with that trade. Another 3%, 4%, 5, 6, 7, 10% in the bag in 3 minutes using this binary trading strategy. All right. So USDJPY would have been a hit, and she's going to continue moving. Too late for me to participate. For those of you who trade quick 1-minute trades with the 1-minute quick fingers, maybe you guys still have an opportunity. The MACD is crossing right now, crisscrossing. You may still have an opportunity there on USDJPY. Okay? All right. Let's swing on now to GBPJPY, which should have been major bullish. And I was telling you, maybe we may not even get the opportunity to get in. And rightfully so, guys. Look, it is heavily, heavily, heavily pushing with the momentum to the upside. And as you guys can see, not really getting a whole lot of opportunity to get into the market as the RSI has just been overbought and pushing. She's just gunning, guys. She's just gunning. Our strategy doesn't allow us to get into this. There are strategies to allow you to participate in this, though, right? But just not today, not with what we're doing. What we're doing is the ready, set, go strategy that takes into account a nice clean breakup structure, a retest of said structure, and then a nice clean entry. All right. This is something of a different nature. But if we were to try and evaluate something on this big, heavy momentum, my structural high would be right here. And that would have to be where I retest next because my last structural high was already broken, retested, and we had a nice big push out of that. This, by the way, also, guys, 1, 2, 3, with this big push is a candlestick formation pattern. It's a 4-bar candlestick formation pattern. All right, homework, guys, homework. Take a screenshot or a picture of this and tell me what candlestick pattern you have right there. Homework for my students. I know y'all didn't expect homework today, huh? Homework for my students. This 4-bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, is a candlestick pattern that would help you to identify this big, big bullish candle movement. Let me know. Let me know tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, let me know what this candlestick pattern is. All right, guys, take a screenshot of it. I'm going to do so too, and I'm going to drop it in the chats for you guys. All right, I'm going to drop in the chat for you guys. I'm going to actually do that right now, just so that I don't forget. Because, you know, sometimes I can be Mr. Forgetful. All right. Let me make sure that I dropped in the chat. All right. All right, it is in the chat, guys. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Please do remember to do your homework on that for me, please. What is that candlestick pattern? All right, let's keep the ball rolling. AUD/USD. AUD/USD, as you can see from our fundamental analysis, this is moving sideways. Remember when we looked at the currency strength meter and we were like, yo, it's the bars are like so close together. There's like literally no momentum. This is what you get when you see that. Guys, we've been doing this for quite some time. So we can look at the currency strength meter and pretty much predict what the market is doing. All right. It's moving sideways. There's no momentum to the upside. There's no momentum to the downside. Granted, it's not a straight line, and it will never be because the market moves in ebbs and flows, right? It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But overall, guys, is it moving any higher up or any lower down? No, it's just moving sideways. All right? It's moving sideways. And we can tell that too by looking at the moving average. It went green, it went red, 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 it went green. Probably gonna go red again. Okay? It's moving sideways. Now, I hear somebody saying, but Mark, we can trade consolidated markets. Sure, we can. Yes, we can. But it's not going to be clear cut like you might think. It's not a gray, it's not a, you know, black and white. It's kind of gray. And I'll show you why. There are about 4 different moves that you can get out of a consolidated market. 4 different moves. And I can't tell you which one. I can tell you which one I would have a bias towards. And my bias is going to be on the upside because we're trending up. So if we don't break or violate this to the downside, I'm going to assume, my assumption is that we're going to continue going up. And that's just an assumption, guys. It could be wrong. Okay? But there are 4 main moves that could come out of this. Number 1, we could actually see price pull back down to the floor and push up like it did here, like it did here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, right? Multiple times. Or we could get a move to the downside. because it's moving up and down in this area, like it did here, like it did here, and here, and here, and here. Okay? So those are the first two moves we can get out of a consolidated market. And the next two would be the ones I would prefer to see, which is a breakout of the structural high, a retest of that high, and a break to the upside. But conversely, we could go down, retest, break out to the floor, and head to the downside. So these are the four different moves that we can get out of this one consolidated market. Guys, now you see why I do not really like consolidated markets. And the truth is, you should really learn consolidated markets because the market is consolidating most of the time. Okay? But it's good to identify when it's consolidating and leave it alone, or find out when it's consolidating and then take advantage of the breakout. And so the breakouts that I'll be hoping to see and loving to see, loving to catch, I would love to catch it, would be those two, the breakout to the upside. If it changes direction and it violates the trend and it starts to head down, then, well, you know, we go down with it, no problem. The next currency pair and the last currency pair we're going to be looking at is AUDJPY. Now, AUDJPY was telling us something similar, right? And as you guys can see here, it too is consolidating. It has a slight uptrend. Yeah, it does. As you can see here, has a slight bit of an uptrend. That's a trend line, guys. All right, slight bit of an uptrend. That trend line is being respected. Yeah, yeah. Has a nice little slight uptrend, but it started to consolidate. So it's creating a triangular pattern. All right, and we know what happens when this comes to an end. Right? We usually have a massive breakout. So we're coming into a triangular pattern. And another homework, guys, another homework for tomorrow. What is the name of this pattern, this market structural pattern? What's the name of this pattern when the market is doing that? It's not creating higher highs, but it's not creating any higher highs, but it's creating higher lows. What's that called? Homework for my team. All right. All right. Awesome. So can we actually find a move here? We could. And one is actually setting up right now. See, we're looking at the time now, 5:45. For those of you with the quick fingers, we are having a double bottom here right now with the potential of price pushing off this floor and heading right back on up. I've not looked back at the currency strength meter as yet. Let me go ahead and check my chats and see here what's going on. Yes, I did my homework due today. Okay. All right. Suzanne, don't drop it in the chat. It's homework.
Did I do the homework from the other day?
Betty consolidating is the wedge. Right. Jay is asking if you guys did the homework. I see somebody dropped it in the chat. Somebody dropped it and said yes. Linda said she did it. Linda said she did it. All right.
Anybody else besides Miss Linda do it? Drop it in the chat for me, please. I would appreciate it.
All right, cool beans. All right, so we are pushing up. By the way, guys, that's my co-trader, J-Max. Say hi to the YouTubers, J-Max, because they don't know. They just
Hey
heard.
guys, good morning.
They just heard this voice. That's the lovely J-Max. She teaches on the 12 o'clock session for the zone. That is the waltz, guys. She does absolutely fantastic dropping trades left, right, and center with high probability and accuracy. But guys, this was another move. I failed to walk you guys through it, but that's okay. Most of you who know the know. All right, cool beans. So you had the push down. Price is now respecting the floor. And this would have been your candlestick move. Let's drop to the 1 minute to look at that closely. All right. So your entry would have been at 5:45. I got distracted, guys, so I couldn't get to walk you guys through that. So 145 was not a convincing, but 146 was. So your entry would have been on this candlestick. 5 minutes is pointing up. 1 minute is pointing up. This would have been your entry right there for 3 minutes, right? That'll take you to 550. All right. So we were anticipating a move off the floor back to the upside. All right, that's it, guys. Those are all our pairs. We literally went through all 6 pairs. We got a nice clear on our very first trade. That was EURJPY. You can see the massive push up right there and the rejection at the high as well. All right, so you got the push down and then the push up, respecting the high, and then coming right back on down. Okay, so this is known as a double top, double bottom, double top, and now she's pushing right back on down. All right, so she failed to break out. So we could be getting another potential entry for a triple bottom. Okay, could be. Don't know. We'll have to wait until we get there to decide that. Because price could turn around right here, break out the high, respect it, retest it, and then keep on moving to the upside. We could get that, okay? But we don't know. So we all trade what we see, okay? Not what we think, but what we see. The thinking part is done. We're done with the thinking part. Now it's decision-making time. You can't think and decide at the same time, can you? Can you do that? Can you think and decide at the same time? JMax, can you think and decide at the same time? Is that something we can do? Can I think and decide at the same time? No, I think that's what you call procrastination, maybe. You just sit there and you get paralysis of analysis, you're thinking, but you can't decide. You're not this. A decision means you did something. Thinking means you're thinking about it. Can you do it at the same time, J Max? What do you think?
That's a tricky question.
I know you would. I know you would. Yeah, it is a tricky question. But hey, some of us got them superpowers. Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. So Euro USD, let's see. Price is stuck at the high, got rejected, did not break out, still didn't give us the setup, but she's moving like she's supposed to, right? Structure was tested here. Your structural high was tested. She broke out. There's no question about that. There was a breakout. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a strong bullish candle, which is indicating to us that the bullish momentum is still there. Price did the retracement, which it should, and now we are getting that big push up. Mind you guys, we also had a gap in between the closing of this candle and the opening of this candle, indicating even more bullish pressure. All right, so somebody with some skills could have entered on this pullback, because this looks like a 61.8 pullback. Let's test it and see. Fibonacci, floor to the ceiling, and we have, it's a 50, close to the 61.8, not quite there. Unless you took probably this very, very, very low here, which is kind of where you should use it, not the candlestick, but this low. And it came to the 50. All right, so we got a 50 move right there. No problem. All right, so that's Euro USD, USD JPY. Let's just scan back through these pairs before we go. Excellent, excellent move. Why haven't I been drawing my arrows? It's weird. All right, so excellent move to the downside. Nice retest of that ceiling. Nice push up. Guys, our prediction was on point this morning. The market, I take no credit for my prediction, really. I give all the credit to the market because the market is the one that is really, the market is the one that's really moving like it's supposed to move, okay? Sometimes you make your predictions and the market does not respect you. It does whatever it wants to do, all right? So how strong are your predictions if the market isn't doing what you want it to do? Great prediction, wonderful, did a great job, but the market did not care. It did what it wanted to do, whatever it wants to do. So I give kudos to the market whenever the market follows the pattern, right? The patterns are predictable. I can see the patterns, but it makes no sense if it doesn't follow the pattern. So once it follows the pattern, I'm joyed. I'm overjoyed. I'm ecstatic even, okay? So it followed the pattern here. Nice breakout, nice retest, price is pushing up. I'm happy, okay? Because not only could that have been a nice leverage move, right? With the convincing candle here, taking it to the upside, giving you at least a good 6-pip move into the trend. But I'm also going to be waiting to see if price is going to break out, retest, and give us that pattern all over again. We're still in an uptrend. We're still above the moving average. And to be honest with you guys, this trend could just be starting. You could just be getting started. So it would behoove you to jump in whenever you can based on your strategy and your entry and start to ride this thing out. Because trust me when I say this trend did not start here. This trend started down here. The downtrend got violated without me drawing my trend lines. Mark, draw your trend lines. People don't know what you're talking about. All right. So, boom. So notice, guys, really quickly, we have 5 minutes left, how price tested here, tested here, tested here, and then broke out, okay? This is rudimentary. This is like textbook. Nice downtrend. And it's a healthy downtrend because we can see from here to here is a good, what's that? Good 30 something pips. Good push to the downside. But then price failed right here. Right here was your first failing point. I hear you, US 30. Right here was your could you stop and give me what I want? Right here was your first failing point. I just love it when I see that. Right here is your first failing point. Mark, why did you use a heart? You couldn't use something else? Anyway, right here was your first failing point. And then it started to push to the upside. So no more lower lows. You created a higher low. First violation. Second violation was this one here that violated this last lower high and created a higher high. And then from there, guys, you can see the market started to trend up. You see? You see that, guys? And then you had a respect of the trend line there. You had a respect of the trend line there, and there, and there. You see, and there, and there. And it's gonna just, and there. And it's just gonna continue until it does what it did here, break to the downside. So I have no problems taking these trades until it shows me otherwise. So that's why I said the trend actually started from down here, but we switched over the EMA right here, which is indicating, all right, we're in buyer's territory. Okay, all right. I think that about wraps up this session, guys. Amazing session. I really do this in real life. Okay, we do this every day, all day. We live for the charts. We love analyzing, we love identifying, predicting, we love making our decisions and executing these trades to the best of our ability, finding only the highest probability trades with the strategies that we have here beyond the charts. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, It makes no sense for you to try and get this thing all done if you don't have the correct mindset. So for those of you who may be interested in learning more about this, go ahead and drop in the comments below, learn. But ladies and gentlemen, when I say learn, please, I really do mean you need to learn. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something where you're gonna just come in and make a whack of money, right? Like you see these like how you see it's being advertised in places. Okay, that's not this. This is truly a skill that if learned, if mastered, you can liberate yourself from financial slavery. Okay? This is a skill that you can do on your own time anywhere you are in the world once you have internet connection. You can trade and travel with doing this, ladies and gentlemen. See, if you get this skill, you'd have learned probably, I would say in my lifetime, this skill has unlocked for me a lot of potential. Okay. And if you are serious, only if you are serious, drop learn in the comments below, because anything you learn, you get the ability to earn in it. If you drop the L off learn, you get earn. You can earn significantly here if you simply learn it, but you have to do that, learn it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not interested in people who just want to make a quick buck. I'm not interested in educating those people because they're going to fail without a doubt. Okay? I'm not here to educate people who think they know it all, because you don't. All right? I don't. Nobody does. Okay? The people who have that attitude will not make it here. They have too much ego. They will lose. The market will chop you up. You got to humble yourself. You have to become a professional loser. What does that mean? Doesn't mean we're losing all the time, but it means that when we do lose, we lose well. We know how to apply proper risk management. We know how to balance our emotions so that when we do lose, we do not go on a losing streak. Okay? We take what the market gives us, we follow our strategy, we apply discipline, patience, and consistency. And that is our edge in the market. So if that's you guys, drop learn in the comment below. If it is you are truly interested in learning this skill, I am here to walk with you, crawl with you, jog with you, run with you in these markets if you're ready to put in the work. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 6 o'clock. That is my time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you're not already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification so that whenever we do go live each and every single Wednesday morning at 5 a.m., you guys are here with us. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is your boy, Mark with the C. I'm out, guys. Peace. Have an amazing rest of your day. God bless.